Hello everybody, this is Sarah with the York County Library. Welcome to day 18 of the Daily Drawing Challenge. For those who are new here, I am doing a daily drawing challenge that is available through Creativebug. Creativebug is an online learning service that is available for all York County Library card holders for free. It has hundreds of tutorials for different topics in arts and crafts. Whether you want to do something with knitting or crocheting, painting or drawing, sculpting, or even repurposing furniture, give Creativebug a look today. If you're interested in getting started, look down in the description below. There are helpful links that show you how to get to the Creativebug service, and also links that take you to more information on how to get a temporary York County Library e-card if you don't have a library card with us already. If you want to follow along with me, the challenge that I am doing is called 29 Things to Draw with Molly Hatch and Heather Ross, and today is day 18. So today we're going to be drawing a calculator. That is the prompt. I don't have a calculator, one that's just by itself that has all the buttons on it. I haven't used one in a long time. Mostly I use the one on my phone or my computer if I need it. So what I'm going to be drawing today is going to be this TV remote that I have. You might use a TV remote, you might use a video game controller, or some other controller. I have a couple other controllers around that I might look at or try to remember what they look at and make up my own as I go along. So, are you ready? Let's get started. But first, I guess I should turn the channel. I hit mute, my bad. Okay, here we're gonna turn the channel right now. Okay, so I've got my remote control, and we are going to be drawing it instead of a calculator, but draw any object that you have that's similar to a calculator. So just roughing out the general shape of the object. I wanted to get an idea of the placement of the buttons in the middle, and I'm defining the edges that I can see. From your angle, you can't really see it. Getting the middle buttons in. Trying to include the correct number of buttons that I was seeing was a little difficult. I have to admit that, because even now I'm looking at the footage and I know I realized later that I missed out on a couple of buttons on the bottom there. And that middle section is a lot bigger on the actual remote than what I was drawing. And it has a very unique shape. It's not quite a semicircle, but I felt like I could draw them pretty confidently as semicircles. A lot of erasing, a lot of redrawing, but at some point I decided stick with it and keep going. Sometimes you find those mistakes and they suck up a lot of energy trying to correct them. And in the end, I have a good drawing regardless of how I think those buttons look. Sometimes you just gotta let those things go. Try again later. Doing some shading on the edges. There's a little line on the side you can't see. I was trying to get that in there. Now I'm sketching out the shadow that I'm seeing and trying to make it darker than the edge. I would recommend, if you've got a shadow and you're trying to lighten up the edges, maybe just use a little bit of pressure with an eraser. I was going to put like all the numbers in, but I decided I'll just go for the recognizable symbols on a remote control. This one's a universal one, so it has stuff for VCR, and I stuck with that. So now I wanted to do a pen drawing. I always find it fun to do a pen drawing because the marks are a little bit more permanent when you put them down. So you kind of have to embrace. So there we go. Got my buttons, doing a little bit of shading. And now I'm going to draw what I think my Nintendo Switch controller looks like. I wasn't looking at it, I just tried to pull what I knew and what I remembered from playing with it. So there we go, shoulder buttons at least, and a joystick. And then I tried to remember what my calculator looked like in middle school. It wasn't the big, beefy scientific one, but I liked it. And we used to try to see what letters we could use to type messages. I used to do the hello. And then I also tried to draw from memory the remote that I have for my fan. We had a problem with our AC last summer, so we have a fan that has a remote. You can turn it on and off. It's really convenient, but it is not a conventional looking remote, so I drew it for fun. Who controls who? I think I control the controller, but it is a controller. Food for thought. There I am. Hey. Hi everybody. Back to this channel. So that was day 18. Got to draw a little remote. Had a little bit of struggle with the buttons, but eventually I just decided, hey, let it go. Just let it be. And it turned out pretty nice. And I liked thinking about the other things I use in my life that have buttons on them. Probably could have drawn a whole lot more, especially if you throw dials into the mix. So you have your stove, and then you could also get to your microwave. Interesting. So what did you draw today? Did you draw a calculator? Did you draw something else with buttons on it? Video game controller? Are you playing any video games right now? Anything you want to share down below in the comments. Just telling us how you're being creative and crafty. So tomorrow is day 19. I believe we're going to be drawing a fruit of some kind. Have to tune in tomorrow. Same channel. And if you'd like to get regular updates on what we post here, make sure to subscribe. We would really appreciate it. Also, just let us know what you'd like to see on the YouTube channel. Well, until next time, stay safe and stay creative, York County. Hold on, I think I have to turn the power off.